Hey guys, how is it doing? So yes, I am into Clay today, and it is uh, one of the interesting lead enrichment tools I have found so far. And while I was trying out to create some workflows through which I can export my leads from Clay to Saleshandy, so here's a workflow that I found very easy to make. Like first of all, you have to create a table in Clay. So I have already created one. You just have to go inside, and I have just created the columns which I feel what I need and which would be helpful to collect my prospects information, like first name, here is the last name, a job title, company's domain, and yes, LinkedIn profile. That's very much important because I keep on creating some personalized stuff in my cold emails through which I create some triggers, right? And yeah, after that, what I have done, I have already added enrichment for my work email. Like you can just go and check out this enrichment over here. And what Clay does, it actually imports leads from multiple databases, and finally it would give the validation, and this is the column where I would just collect my validated work email address, right? And now what I have done here is I have integrated it with a Google Sheet. So whenever the data is updated in Clay's table, like whenever we import it or we extract it from Clay's lead database, it gets updated over here in the real time. And now whenever the data pushes into Google Sheet, what I have done here is I have again made a Zapier integration over there, right? And it directly get integrated with Sales Handy. So whenever the lead is created into Clay or whenever it gets updated into Clay's table, now it would get imported directly into Sales Handy. So what I would be having is highly personalized lead list, which I can send through Sales Handy and get high deliverability, right? And let us check out how this automation actually works, right? So first of all, I would just go into home, and maybe I would just find information for my prospects companies. So let's just do it in two parts. Let's just find out companies first, accounts, and then we'll extract some leads and people information from there, right? So let's just go into companies section over here, and I have already applied some filters. So maybe if I have to start, let's say I want to target software development agencies in the United States. So let's just add this filter over here, and I have already applied a United States location filter, and let's just preview like what Clay has to give us. So it would just generate a preview. Maybe it takes a couple of seconds. So yeah, here is all the information available that I can use for my cold emails, right? And let me just import it into the existing table which we already saw, which I have already made, and let's just import it into the existing table of this company over here, right? Okay, so while it is being imported, so you can see it gets directly imported now. So now we have the accounts, like of which companies we gonna target, right? And now we're gonna extract information over the top of this data, because it helps us to know like what all emails are available in a particular company. Because when you find data directly, there is a chance like you might not find valid emails for some of the decision makers, right? But when you do it via companies, there's a high chance you'll find some important email addresses, especially for the decision makers. So let's just go again into Clay's dashboard, and now I'll find people's data over the top of the companies that we have just found, right? Let me just again now go, and let's not find for the companies, and let's just do it for the people here, right? Now I'm going to import it from the Clay's table. The companies would be directly imported, and it would just import the people's information here, right? And maybe I want to target software development agency owners, right? And location is already there, so we just don't need it. But let's, for the sake of tutorial, here it is. So yeah, US it is, right? And let's just preview the people. And again, it would take a couple of minutes to show up the data. And yeah, here it is, what we want, with the LinkedIn URL, with the location information, right, the company's name. And now I can directly import it into the another table which I created for uh, the specific people's information, and I will just import this all profiles over there, and my table would be just populated in a couple of more seconds. So let's just wait. And directly this automation works. So whenever the Clay updates this data, as you can see in the real time, so the Google Sheet would be updated. So let's just see how it works. So let it get updated. So it's getting updated. So let me just refresh it for a while. and you can see like the Google Sheet is now directly populated, right? I have all the information of my prospect LinkedIn profile, their valid email addresses, and all of them, run through some five or more databases. So I have a complete list of validated email addresses, and now I have the data over the Google Sheet. Now it would directly be populated in Sales Handy. So I just have to go into dashboard over here, right? And I have already a sequence running for my prospect. So maybe I just can go into my prospects list, right? So let me just check it out. And here it is. All of my data is now into Sales Handy. So this is how you use Clay's automation to create different workflows, which actually helps you with lead enrichment, and especially like if you want to do it with different methods. Like I have used Google Sheet because there is a chance like if I want to use some another verifier on the top of that. Although Clay's gives you zero bounds verification, it uses zero bounds over there, right? But if you want to add one more layer of verification or anything, you might need to omit the data which is already empty. Like these are the fields which haven't given me any data, so I can just delete them, right? So it is quite handy for me. But if you want to create some workflows around different CRMs, so native integrations with Sales Handy is available with Pipedrive, with Salesforce, with HubSpot, and Clay also gives you direct integration with them. Like if you will just go to export, you can see like these are the CRMs which are available, and maybe you can just go to Sales Handy, and you can see like when you go to integrations. So here is the available CRMs with you. So yep, so these are all the listed CRMs which give you native integration. So you can just go and directly transfer your data from Clay to Sales Handy, and yeah, this is how the automation works. So just let me know what workflow do you use with Clay and different tools. So I'll be just trying them out, and maybe I can just get more, you know, boost up for the lead generation outreach. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.